Last time on Pink Bike Academy, presented by Shimano, the contestants put their style and creativity to the test with the GoPro Photo Challenge.
That was so sick.
While some thrived, others faltered, and Angie, Joe, and Tom found themselves at the bottom. With one last chance to redeem themselves, Angie and Joe stepped up, but unfortunately for Tom, it wasn't his day. This time, the contestants will be pushed to the absolute limit in 2 back-to-back fitness challenges. They'll test who has the power and who has the speed.
We push the pedal to the floor. In this game, we always want more. You try to push me to my limit, but they don't know that I've been here before.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, in one piece.
What is happening?
Walking in and seeing those tax trainers was a bit nerve-wracking. Oh,
I hate
man. Oh. Why? Definitely realized that we were going to be entering the pain cave.
No.
Some of us were not excited to see the trainers because we knew it's going to be painful, but I was pretty stoked to try it.
Riders, today is going to hurt. We've got your Orbea bikes hooked up to Tacx Neo 2T Smart Trainers, and we're going to do an FTP ramp test.
I don't know if people really knew what they were getting into. Myself, my heart sank to the floor right off the bat. I knew exactly what was going on.
Good thing I've never done
You
one.
guys have no idea what you're in for.
You got a bucket for me? Because I'm going till I throw up.
You will need to pedal and maintain the power displayed on your Garmin head units for as long as possible. As time goes on, the power you need to produce will increase. But to keep things fair, we're going to base your results off your power to weight ratio. The winner of this challenge will receive an advantage for the next challenge. Everyone understand? Take a few deep breaths and step into the pain cave.
The contestants are performing an FTP ramp style test, and we're doing that with the help of our Garmin Edge 530 and the Tacx Neo 2T Smart Trainer. These smart trainers are awesome because you can hook them up at home, work out anytime, and you can just connect it to your phone, your watch, or in our case, this handy little head unit. FTP stands for Functional Threshold Power, and put simply, it's a measurement of how hard a rider can ride over 1 hour. We use this test to track improvements in fitness on and off the bike. We're gonna start with a 20-minute warm-up, and then the Tacx trainer is gonna increase the difficulty every minute. Just like with light bulbs, we're using wattage to measure power. So the higher the watt, the brighter the light bulb, or in this case, the stronger the rider. But to keep things fair, we're gonna incorporate their weight, so we're measuring power versus weight. The goal is to hold the suggested wattage until the riders can no longer function. Everyone fails this test. It's just a matter of how long they last.
All right, riders, just before you get started, I did want to mention we have a nice bucket here. If you feel the need, just puke right in it. It's communal, everyone's together, it's nice. With that out of the way, is everyone ready?
Yep.
All right, begin the warm-up. Today's judges are Christina Chapetta, who is no stranger to the pain cave, and she is joined by Fabien Cousinet, who's been racing for many years, and as a team manager, he has a keen eye for talent. They will be judging the riders' results, as well as their effort and attitude.
So Edison, what's your guess? Where are you gonna stop?
1 minute pulls, my goal's 450.
450.
Should we tell them what one of your best results was in your heyday?
My best was 440.
Okay.
Hand on button. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, Evan, tarps off.
Tarps off. All right.
Oh, baby.
And he's ready.
Wish I could pedal with my hands.
I think on more cardio-based challenges like this,
being more heavy set muscular-wise like Vlad might be a slight disadvantage.
How are you feeling?
Pretty terrible.
The FTP test was interesting because I never done this kind of a training.
All right, there she goes. Up, up, up.
There we go.
It's getting really real.
I was feeling like I was gonna pass out, and I guess maybe I even partly did.
Hey, 15 seconds, come on. You get it, you're not gonna stop now.
Yeah, I think Vlad definitely struggled because he's never ridden a trail bike or been on a train or anything.
3, 2, 1.
Push, Vlad, push!
My muscle does not mate for this kind of training.
There we go. Come on. Hey, you're not sweating yet.
It started getting like dark on the side of my eyes, but I was like keep pedaling. Even when it was getting dark, I was like kind of like out, and I was like, whoa, like what? It was just like so much pain, but it was like kind of like coming and going, as well as like just like the reality around.
This is it? All right, stop it, yeah. Yeah.
Any kind of like cardio or this intense non-stop is destroying the muscle. This is not good for my modeling career, which is the way to afford mountain biking. So it's like tricky situation.
All right, this is gonna get hard. We're gonna start seeing some people tap out. Go as long as you can. If you're blacking out, raise your hand. We'll come over to you and help you push stop.
So during the test, you are definitely getting into this anaerobic stage.
You're looking good. Stay relaxed. Drop your shoulders.
You slowly start to lose your breathing and then just like close into tunnel vision, and then slowly your legs will start hurting as well, and the lactic acid will build up.
All the way, girl. Pedal it out. Up the hill. Big, strong legs.
It hurts, but it is a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun to test your limits.
Okay.
My goal was not a number, but to push through my mental weakness and try to find some hidden energy in myself, and I think it went well.
After this minute, it's gonna be a punch to the gut.
I'm gonna need a pen.
Ben needs a bucket.
Yeah, you know, I asked for the throw-up bin mid-FTP test today. Only because I just wanted to make other people think I was done.
You good, man?
Because I actually didn't even feel close to throwing up. The fact that you guys ask me these questions sometimes, it just disappoints me. I don't know why anyone ever would doubt me.
380, Ben, 380.
Done? Okay.
Good job, buddy.
I'll leave this right here for you.
Yeah, I'm the biggest puppet master in the game, baby.
3, 2, 1. Stand up for this one, as long as you can.
Yeah, the test was definitely interesting.
Pedal it out. Up the hill. Big, strong legs.
As the minutes go by, your legs slowly start to burn more.
You got a bit more. You got a bit more in the tank.
Good job. Keep it going. Keep it going.
As it started ramping up every minute, you'll start feeling your legs, your lungs, and then even like your mental capacity.
You're in that target. You're still in that target.
Your vision's blurry, you're like dripping sweat, your legs feel like you can't even spin them anymore.
Strong finish all the way. Every second counts.
And then eventually, like, you don't even want to stop, but you're just like, your body quits.
And stop.
No.
Good girl.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with my results. I had a goal of reaching 250 watts, and I made a bit above that, so I was pretty happy with my performance.
Come on, you wanted to get to 440 or more. Let's do it.
Addison, last man standing. He is hurting right now.
It hurts so good. Good job, boy. 15 seconds.
So the physical feeling in the test starts off very mellow, and then once you cross your lactate threshold, everything goes downhill.
Come on, you know you want to go to the next level.
Come on, Addison, let's go.
Your legs start to light on fire, and then your eyes start rolling in the back of your head. You feel like you want to vomit, and you basically stay there until you absolutely can't take it.
Breathe a little, breathe a little. That's it.
And then you tap out, and that's your FTP test.
I don't know about you, I'm exhausted and we need a little break. The judges are gonna take your Garmin's and tally the results, and we'll get them back to you as soon as we can.
You guys crushed it. I'm so impressed.
Yeah, nice job, everybody. Staying in it.
I was not necessarily expecting to be the number one. I wanted to put up the highest number, but in relation to body weight, I wasn't 100% sure. Ben's fairly lighter than me, and Ben is an extremely strong athlete, as well as Julia performed extremely well, and she's a very low body weight. So when you start doing percentages, it's really hard to tell who's it gonna be.
Good work.
You too.
I heard Julia breathing, and then I was like, okay.
It started really fast. I was like chilling, and then like it got like up like past 200, and it was like, oh god.
Yeah.
But you know when you can like feel something going like this?
I just wanted it in case. Is that the last thing I wanted was to throw up on the floor?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, hey.
Riders, amazing job this morning. Seriously, you all crushed it in part 1 of today's challenge. Oh yeah, I did forget to mention today's challenge is a 2-parter. Sorry about that.
When Jason told us that we had a second part of the challenge, I definitely knew it was coming, so I wasn't actually too surprised.
For part 2 of today's challenge, we're gonna do another 1-stage race with a twist. We will be timing the descent and the climb.
I think all of us were pretty shocked because we were quite tired.
Today's stage will take you all the way up Big White Bike Park and then down Nessie, a relatively easy trail, but pretty physical.
I actually got slightly excited because I thought it was gonna be a really good chance to flush out the lactic acid.
The results from this morning's challenge will be tallied with the race, and we'll decide on a winner and who's going home today.
I was hoping for a downhill race, but then he was like, oh, it's like a full-in cross-country race. And I was like, oh, well, I'll just do my best and see how it goes.
I'm so sorry. All right, everyone, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, before we get started, I did mention that the winner of the tax challenge would receive an advantage in the next challenge. And that person is Ben.
Yeah, Ben.
As the winner, you may choose one contestant to give a 2-minute time penalty to for this race. Savage.
Yeah, being on the spot for choosing someone was definitely a little bit of pressure. Oh, I don't want to be mean. I just felt bad. I didn't really want to give anyone a time penalty, but yeah, it had to be done.
Who do you choose?
Just do it, Ben. I know exactly who it's going to.
Ben kind of hesitated, but I knew it was coming from me, so at one point I was just like, Ben, just say the name. We all know what it is. Just let it out.
I'm sorry, Addison. Yeah. It wasn't the hardest decision just because he was such a clear favorite, and we all knew he would do well, so I kind of had really no other option, to be honest.
Okay, let's do this.
What can you do? That's part of the game, right?
Addison, your race just got a little bit harder. You will receive 2 minutes added to your final time from this race. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Other than that, it's timed up, it's timed down. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go!
One thing that's worrying me about the competition is that it is getting much stronger. Every time we go out, everyone's getting a little bit closer, more comfortable on the bikes. That does have me worried a little bit, honestly.
And Addison bust into first place. We were, the three of us, Ben, Addison, and I were pretty tight for most of the climb. And then as we were cresting to the top, they pulled away a little bit on me. And at that point, I kind of just focused on myself rather than like looking ahead at them and trying to catch them.
The race went really well, actually. I wanted to stay up on Addison's tire. And yeah, I managed to stay right on his wheel basically the whole way.
Only 200 meters to go.
I knew that I just had to like bury myself and get to the downhill first, because if you get to the downhill first, you basically won unless something happened on the down. So I just literally put my head down and just went as hard as I could and managed to get ahead of him before the down.
So far in the competition, I have ceased to decide who my greatest competition is. We all have extremely high strong suits, but Ben is definitely up there. A lot of these challenges thus far have played in my skill set very well, and I still have yet to come up with a win. I've come close a few times, but I'm not there.
2 minutes on a 14-minute course, that's a lot.
Got a little bit frustrated there. But what can you do? That's part of the game, right?
Yep. Yeah, clearly we see the top guys are really tight. The group with Vlad and the girls really tight. This is a good indicator to see the fitness career of everyone.
I was able to pass Angie and Joe before the descent. It was a good goal to like try to pick people off, I guess. Walking your bike, it could be shameful. People assume when you're walking, you're weaker, or you don't have the pedaling strength or the lung capacity.
I don't want to use the word weaker, but I was in a disadvantage.
I knew for me, if I got off my bike, I would be slower just because I have really short legs, so I wouldn't be able to keep up to the pace of what Vlad was walking.
Maybe I have too much PSI in my tires, but like they were like skidding a little. So I was like, now I'll just walk and maybe it's gonna be faster. So just like walked kind of like quick. Usually I'm good at any kind of physical activity, but here I'm like, wow, I'm getting like destroyed. It was an interesting experience.
The race, it was a bit shorter than I've expected.
Yeah, I think Misha, she kind of tapped out of the back.
I tend to do better on a bit longer uphills.
Yeah! Yeah, Joe!
I think I pushed myself a little bit too much at the start, and I was paying off at the top of the uphill for sure. I was trying to calm down my breathing and calm down my heart rate, but I just could not calm down. It seemed like the tube was just like so tight, and I was squeezing a little bit of air through there, and it was hard. It's not very easy to be last.
Yeah, Mish.
I pushed myself to the limit, so that's what counts.
Good girl. You pushed hard.
I might get eliminated tonight, and it will be all right because I've tried my best.
All right, safe to say it was a pretty tough day for the riders. Christina, I'm gonna start with you. Who didn't do as well as we expected?
I think for me, it might have been Vlad. Like, he kind of talked a big game, and I think that bit him in the butt a little bit.
Like, why doesn't Vlad crush at a test like that?
Well, Vlad was the heaviest person on the bike today. So the bigger the person, the more power you have to produce to get up the hills, to last in the endurance.
I'm gonna jump to the race. Fabienne, you were up on the climb. Who was disappointing today?
I mean, Misha, she blew out quite far back, and I was expecting maybe a bit more from her from this morning test, because she was kind of mid-pack. I mean, yeah, it seems like it was like something not expected.
Well, I kind of saw the riders leave from the start gate. They were pedaling up the road. As soon as the pack started to break up, I think she was redlined, she was cracked at that point. She was completely red in the face. She was very, very deep breathing, and I think like if you hit the wall that early into the stage or that early into a 6-hour enduro race, then it's gonna be a recipe for disaster. And if you're that tired off the start, then there's pretty much no recovering.
And then, Christine, you mentioned Vlad you expected better of him in the FTP test, but what about on the trail? Did he kind of redeem himself there, or is it still the same story?
He looked like he probably could have left a little bit more out on the track. Maybe he should have, but I think it's hard to gauge when you've never been in sort of an event or competition like that, so.
I mean, clearly he's the weakest of the men. Even if he looks the strongest, he's the weakest in time and in performance. Also, you can see his attitude towards that is still positive. So even if everything is new, even if he really like having a hard time, is still like keeping his heads up and trying as hard as he can, as everything is new for him.
So then we have a decision on who's going home next.
Yeah,
I'd say so.
All right, everyone. How are those legs feeling?
Actually pretty good.
A little roasted.
Yeah, a little bad.
Well, I hope you still have some left in the tank because it's time to start part 3 of today's challenge. I'm totally kidding. But I do hope you have energy because we're not even halfway through this competition. Julia, please step forward. How are you feeling after today's challenge?
Definitely a little sore, but I was pretty happy with my performance, I think, especially on the second challenge. I really pushed harder than I thought I could.
Well, I want to congratulate you because you very nearly won the tax challenge and you set the fastest woman's time in today's race. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Please take a step back. Ben, please take a step forward. Ben, every time I see you, you look calm, cool, and collected. How hard are you trying during these challenges?
Obviously, you got to put some effort in, right? No, yeah, definitely. Today, gave it my all. Just wanted to make sure that, doing the best you can. So, definitely put it all out there.
Awesome. Well, you did very well during today's race.
Thank you.
Ben, please take a step back. Misha, Vlad, please take a step forward. You two are today's bottom riders. Misha, the judges respected your effort during the tax challenge, but unfortunately, the story wasn't the same during the race. Vlad, your result during the tax challenge was not up to our judges' expectations, and unfortunately, it was very obvious that you were way off the back during the race.
I think Misha might have a bit of a struggle to stay, but she's a great rider and she actually did really well yesterday. Her photo was super cool.
I don't want to see anybody go home at this point. I'm nervous that it could possibly be Vlad. I don't want to see him go home, but I'm kind of nervous it may happen.
The rider going home tonight is Misha. Unfortunately, your time at the Pink Bike Academy has come to an end.
I mean, I expected it, but I felt like I put way more effort than maybe some other people did. I'm actually happy that I'm out for the other riders because there's way more talented people than I am, and I don't want to take their spot. I will have all the time now to ride my bike, so I think it will be great. Hopefully become a better rider and racer. Yeah, it's okay. We'll ride bikes.
You did great. Good job.
Good work.
Thank you.
Hey, Saturday jump line.
Oh yeah.
It's you and me, let's do this. We will, Sesh.
Today we pushed the contestants to their physical limit, but unfortunately for Misha, the other riders just had a bit more to give. There's only 7 riders that remain, and hopefully they get a good night's sleep, because tomorrow we have a very early morning surprise. It all happens next time on the Pink Bike Academy, presented by Shimano.
What's going on, boys?
5 minutes!
Faster, faster, come on!
Oh my God. Oh no.
Don't think it's a good sign.